Well, hello again. I thought about putting on Axe for you guys, some spray and making sure I smell all beautiful for everyone, but then I remembered you can't smell me, so I guess there's no point, huh? Sucks. But at least I got beautiful for y'all. Look at. No, you don't want to see it? Just kidding. It's Angry Birds, because it's not all that beautiful because they're angry, but question. Okay, so today's topic, I feel like I needed to talk about this because, well, I've had my moments of it, and a lot of people have too, and I think gotten pretty close to it lately because of a lot of circumstances in my life, and you know what? Talking always heals, so let's talk about it. Today, the subject is giving up. I know everyone has been there before, wanting to give up. And some people have. Some people have given up, and some people haven't. And there's nothing wrong with having given up, because, life is tremendously hard. And sometimes the easiest thing to do is to give up. Whether or not you think it's the right thing to do or not, I can tell you that there's still hope. Hope in the world. Hope for you. Hope for everyone. Because, I'm going to show it. Why not? Not that it's going to matter, because I don't know if you guys can really see it, but I have a scar. Goes right along the vein. I've given up before. In fact, that is not the only suicide attempt that I've ever actually done. Dealt with a lot of things in my life. I think I've said this before, and there's points where you just can't take anymore. There's nothing wrong with thinking or wanting to commit suicide. In fact, I don't even think it's evil to commit suicide, but I do want to inform everyone that even if you get to that point, there's something coming. There's a saying that they say that when everything's falling apart, that maybe everything's just falling into place. And so, whether or not someone's beating you up at school or the whole school's beating you up, there's something you can do about it, There's something that you can inform the world on, or tell your parents, or you can even just talk to someone. Someone out there cares, and someone out there has probably been through something similar. So don't give up hope, because that's the worst thing you could ever do, is give up hope. I don't condemn it, because I don't condemn anything. I don't think that condemning anyone for a mistake they make or anything like that is the right thing to do. But I do think that when you get to that place, you think no one cares, right? It's not true. Someone cares. In fact, there's probably a lot of people that care. Probably a lot of people that care. Not probably. There's a lot of people that care. And whether or not they're right there next to you, or there's somebody you already know, there's people out there that care, because someone's been in your shoes before. I can promise you that. This world's been around for a long time, and I can promise you, someone's been in your shoes before. There's probably millions of people that are in your shoes right at this very moment. And this very moment, it may seem like the hardest, but if you connect, find someone out there who's on the same level as you, maybe you'll give yourself some hope. Or even find something wonderful to do. Express yourself in another way. I found that pain is best expressed artistically. That's why most people who have lived through a lot of pain end up being artists. Because, well, you see a different side of the world, I guess. And sometimes you just want to express it somehow, and you don't know how. There's so many emotions and so much overwhelming stuff that come over you that drawing or writing poetry or even just writing in your diary helps. And yes, writing in your diary is artistic, okay? Gosh, people. But I think that people don't see who they really are, you know? We focus so badly on the negatives, and I'm not gonna lie, I do it sometimes too, and do it a lot. You know, I'm working on that, trying my best, you know? But sometimes when you focus on the negatives, you forget all of the positives in your life, and you forget all of the great things you have. Everything that has ever lifted you up in the past, it could still lift you up right now. It may take a little bit more, but do it, you know? Social media is a great thing too, because nowadays, when you're dealing with something, look for a Facebook group that relates to what you're dealing with. Look for people in your area, places in your area. I mean, you know, sometimes even if you just say on your social media, I want to talk to someone, I'm sure someone will say, hey, let's talk, I'll call you real quick. You know? I mean, I know some people are scared of that, and so if that's so, you know, you can look for hashtags even that relate to what you're going through. When you look up those hashtags, you're going to see other people that are dealing with the same thing. You know, there's a lot of different resources I'm sure that you can find in this world. I know there's suicide helplines, there's even all kinds of resources in your community, I'm sure. And if you're scared to talk about it, why don't you listen first? You know, find someone who's dealing with the same thing. Listen to their problems. Maybe you'll open up. Maybe you'll feel comfortable enough to actually express what you're dealing with. I don't think giving up is the answer. I don't think that anyone should ever do it. But like I said, I will never condemn anyone who does. It's hard because the people around them that care, that person didn't think cared, they're going to be hurt. And they're going to have a hard time moving on past that, and they may even think of giving up. Everything we do has a ripple effect. Every little thing we do has a ripple effect. One little poke in the water, and it it builds, and it affects the whole water around it. Even a drop in the water is one more drop than there was before. It affects everything. And, committing suicide can make a lot of other people depressed, make other people want to commit suicide. Giving up on your hopes and dreams, it can affect anyone else out there who's ever wondered if they should give up on their hopes and dreams. You know, when you say, oh, I gave up on that a long time ago, it's one of those things where it's like, well, why'd you give up? You know? Because people around you that were like, well, I was debating on giving up. I heard that this person did, and they seem pretty fucking talented, whether they see it or not. Maybe I should give up. And, I gave up on a lot of things. It's hard. It's hard to stay in your faith when everyone around you is telling you that you can't do it, or you shouldn't do it, or even that they couldn't do it. So, our brains, they can do a lot more than we think they can. If you dig deep into there, you'll find something. Something beautiful. Something that may have not been there before. At least that you didn't see. Because we're powerful creatures. We're creators by nature. We're successors. We're individuals with unique possibilities. And every single one of us has a reason to live, a reason to go on with your hopes and dreams, a meaning for who we are, for what we are, for why we're here. Individuals, because my meaning is not the same as yours, and yours isn't the same as mine. I know this is a depressing topic, but sometimes people need to hear it, right? I know they do. And whoever you are that watches this, I hope it saves your life. I hope it makes you want to go on with your life. I hope it makes you want to follow your dreams. I hope that you become an amazingly... No, not become. I hope you realize that you're an amazingly beautiful person and that you have so much potential, because whether or not you believe it right now, there's something out there waiting for you. There's something bigger. We'll all get there. One way or another. You have to fall before you can actually reach the top, though. So remember that failure is not the end. It's a lesson to be learned. And failure is just a detour. Because in life, it's not all up, right? It's not all up. Never will be. And that's the truth. It's not all rainbows and strawberries and unicorns and glitter. But you know, when you get that unicorn and glitter, you're like, oh my God, I'm so happy right now. And that's what makes it worth it. That's what makes it worth it. Anyways, guess I should end this video now. I mean, I'm sure I could go on for days. But I do hope everyone enjoyed this video. Whether it was depressing or not, or whether it uplifted you, because I hope it uplifted you. Please subscribe. And stay beautiful, because you are.